Hey there, sorry about the slightly late start and long intro, but apparently I forgot how slow this computer is out here, and it's running, took a little bit extra to get it up and running, right? Uh, and making sure that the audio for Rumble was muted, otherwise it was making a really bad feedback. So it looks like we are good there. Let me get to the comments. All right, so plan for today is to start filling these up with tools. Already got one set up with welding tools. So I'm going to move stuff around here to at least throw things onto my toes and hurt them. So this where I can put stuff in it without things falling to the floor. And yes, it is no longer a not so good. And where did I get it? I do have a label maker, but I forgot to bring out the scissors I was going to use, so I might just wind up using razor blade. So next set of drawers is being printed. I've got one set done already. Next set, two more after this, and then I'll do another set of bodies. Now it's just trying to figure out how to organize things. The other reason I came out here is I wanted to grab a couple of things for the 3D printer that you're seeing. One is going to be an additional light so that the LED is not quite so bright. Actually, let me see if I can make that a little less annoying. Let's see. Give me a second here. Like I said, this is kind of on the slow side out here. All right, let's try turning that off, see how we are. That improves it at all. Yeah, not that great. Okay, I will back on. Looks like 63% printed. Okay, let's see. Back over StreamYard. Hey, Melee, nice to see you on. Welcome, welcome. All right. Let me grab some stuff to start organizing. Yeah. This is what I've been using. It's actually an incubator for newly hatched snakes, or newly born snakes, because I was actually doing boas, not pythons. And they're ovoviviparous, which means they have eggs, but they keep them internally until they hatch and then let them out. All right. Let's see. And even though I've got the heater set for 88 degrees and it's been running for about a day and a half, it's still pretty cool in here because the outside temp is 29 degrees. So it's sunny, but it is a bit breezy. All right, let's see. I think I'll go with I'm guessing clear. Okay. All right, so Going for router bits. I think the router bit's simple, as opposed to complex shapes. It should give me a let's see how big this one is. That should fit on the label. And that off so I don't kill the batteries. And a nice thing about a phenolic tabletop is it has the advantage of I can use the razor blade on it without being too much of an issue. I'm doing much better sugars-wise today. About 86 when I got up, and after breakfast it was about 120 some, like 121. So not horrible, not great, but not horrible. I did try and do a little bit of exercise, but I don't know if I just didn't have the energy or what. I was able to do about 10 minutes on the elliptical until I was like, okay, I'm out of strength. All right, bottom left. I can shift these around as needed. And these ones are just the single open container. Lose the blade. Don't want to accidentally drop that on my foot. That would hurt more than the vice jaw made out of UHMW. At least I have plenty of room for where I can put the label on. All right, so router bit's simple. So these are straight-sided router bits. They're part of a kit, but I don't really need them as a still in the packaging. They can be freehand. I mean, loose individually. I've got them from like 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and they're a 1/4 inch shaft. Let's see. Those are end mills. Okay. These are V bits. And this is a roundover ball bit. They also called it, I think, cove bits. And that is an end mill. This is also a router bit. It's fairly simple, but I'm not sure that's exactly the where I want it in. And I'll put it in for now. I can shift around as needed. 60-degree V groove is in that one. And that's also a V bit. These are tapered ball nose end mills, which are great for doing 3D cards and profiles. Okay, this is the rest of the cove. Put this one back in with the rest of them. Actually, I can take them out of bags or not. I don't know. You've got my ADD brain going on here trying to figure out what I want to do. So I apologize if I'm a bit disorganized, but it's a stream, so I'm expressing my thoughts. Actually, I don't want that in there because this fills up the space. Router bit's simple. Might change that to like small and large. This was the original facing bit I did. Remember, probably won't leave that in the base. Is it on top here, so I know that at least looked at them and not put them in a drawer yet. Pin mills, end mills. Another beak cutter. This, I think, was that 60-degree angle one. Yep. Solid tungsten carbide. Let's slip it in between. Barcode label has gotten so faded from being either cold or getting hot out here, and like it uses a heat sensitive. And I think I'll leave it free. This is just I might make up a list to sit and put in here. Thread mill. Not thread mill, cap. And I just threw it on the floor. And I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Fortunately, it's hard enough that as long as it doesn't break, it should be all right. It might chip out, probably not. Epoxy should go back. Dang, it is still really cold out here. Even I'm basically directly under the heat vent here. So I don't think this one is going to fit in one of these drawers. Nope. Well, it might just barely, but let's see. Yeah, too tall. This is what I was talking about with complex. I use this for, remember, I think this is for the making Marodai roundover. It's a very big one, kind of dangerous to use. This goes so it's here. It's got little stops in here that it doesn't want to. All right, so these ones, the V-bits, I'll put in their own thing. It's not like I have to overload them. So, router bits, and I'll do V-bit there. It looks like we got about 6 people watching. Oh, we just went up to 9. Okay. 5 on YouTube, 4 on Twitter. Hey, and looks at least on Rumble. Declan C, hi, nice to have you on. And I hope the stream isn't going too bad. It was a green user icon. I was thinking Rumble, and I'm thinking the two people watching over there. I'm going to go ahead and cut my feed for that since I can see the chats, just so that I'm not using as much bandwidth on here. Cormier saying, hey, Declan C. And Declan C saying, I'm happy to be here. Move and sneak off camera for just a bit because cold enough, my nose is running. You folks don't need to hear that. And Melee says it's not cutting too badly. That's good to hear. All right, so back on again, backspace. And the bits. And print that. What I probably should do is actually come up with a couple of different ones and print them all together. But if I'm doing two lines, I'm not sure that'll work because it gives me like a lead in, lead out space. All right. Turn that off so I don't waste the batteries. I'm using fully charged, not actually, since I'm doing simple, I can toss these two in here. This one can. Yeah, it doesn't want to fit right there. But that's too tall for that one. Actually, since I have more of these, I'll okay, so put those two in there. That's all straight-sided bits. Then I'll have beat bits, and then I'll have round-over bits. Okay, or cove bits. That'll make sense. At least I think it will. And what I was talking about also for more complex, this is radius bit here. And Declan C, since you said I love 3D printing, my storage assembly here is all 3D printed. I was able to get all the STLs for this one was an example length. Okay, so about for about $40, and I can basically print one of the modular things with about 8 drawers in it for in the ballpark of like $20 in filament. So, but I figured for the shop stream, since I have the other camera in the house on the printer, just go ahead and share that feed there too. This computer out here is due to be replaced. There we go. But since I've got enough tools and accessories out here that I'm having a hard time keeping it looking clean or making it easy to come out and actually do something, as opposed to coming out and it's like, oh my God, it's a horrible mess out here. I feel depressed. I don't think I'm going to accomplish anything. I won't be able to find anything. I'm going to trip and fall over stuff. I figured this would probably be the most helpful thing I could do to start being more productive out here. Next time, I will remember to bring out the scissors. And just so you know, I will be doing the Taj Mahal build starting at about 4 o'clock Eastern time. So about 2 hours from now. Probably not going to be out here too much longer, but I want to at least like make incremental improvements. Plus, I did need a couple of things from the garage. The 3D printer in the house does have an enclosure and doors on it, so that the it's a little off center, but not too bad. You can always pull it off and do another one. All right, so V-bits. And I've got a set of V-bits. No, I don't have a round over bits. But yeah, I figure if I can do incremental stuff every time I come out here, eventually it'll start looking the way I want it to, and I'll be able to do stuff. Oh, that's another V-bit. Go in here. Actually, since it's got its own drawer, this way I'll know what it is. Because sometimes it's like, okay, it's a V-bit, what angle? And I got to pull out like a miter gauge or something like that and figure out the angle. So I'll just put this on the bottom here, and this one as well. That's a 90-degree V-bit. And oops, still that one. Sorry about that. When this set of drawers gets done, probably in about an hour and a half, I'll start the next set. And I might or might not have enough to finish another set on the spool, or I might run out of filament. If I run out and I'm not aware that I'm going to run out, I will load up the other spool because I got two of them. And if I am out of it, I will probably go ahead and switch back over to the blue and do another body. I have 2 extra sets of feet that have already been printed. So I'm actually pleased with how it's doing. There's a little bit of color difference between the 2 brands for the orange, but it's close enough. I'm not doing too bad. All right. Okay. Back on. Let's see, I'll do it as Cove because that's what they call them for router bits. And hyphen and Cove slash cat there. And ball radius. Okay. Print. Okay. That one's a bit longer. Let's see, do I have enough room for it? Yes, I do. Yes, this would be much easier with scissors. I can at least mark that end, that end, enough to know what. I've also found out with the glucose tester kit, I gotta rinse my fingers under warm water to get the blood flowing enough to be able to get enough of a sample size to get a proper reading. It's really annoying when you gear yourself up, hit the lancet injector, and of course, it doesn't hurt horribly, but it's a little sting. And then once you've got it and you're trying to get enough blood out, it's like, crap, it's not going to work. I got to go wash my hands or rinse my hands and get it warm enough and then have to do it again. And since I am having Cold fingers also make it a little harder to get this thing positioned properly. But I don't think I'm doing too bad of a job. Ball radius in there. Oh, the Weldon tools I was talking about. I use these for the magnetic tops for the warping stand I use to pull all the threads together. These are really nice. They're called Zero Flute because it's basically they've got a hole in them. And it works for a nice smooth deburr on plastic. The standard like deburring bits, I think that, yeah, I've got one here. Actually, that can go in there. It's not a router bit, but I'll leave it at the Weldon tool drawer right now. These things tend to leave a lot of chatter if they're not doing the initial cut. In my experience, especially on plastic. I think they work fairly well on wood, but I'm not using them on wood. All right, and let's see. That's going to be too big for there too. So this is also a straight-sided, but it's also pretty large. I don't think I'm going to label this yet, but I can probably keep it in there. That's too large. This is a dovetail bit, and I use it with dovetail jig clamps. This is too big there, but it does say what size it is on it. And let's see, I believe this uses screwdriver, whatever, to unlock. It's too small of a screwdriver. I think I got a larger one. Maybe I can use something else. This will work. Jaw parallel for a vise. It's about the right size. Let's see, can I just don't have the strength for this. It just sucks. Let's see if I can do the vice jaw here. And let's that doesn't move. And well, I broke the holder, so that's not going to be a problem. I have to break something else to get it out. Sucks being cold and not very strong at the moment, but I think I can. This was the screwdriver I was looking for. I know I've got a rubber mallet, but I might have taken it in the house. When in doubt. Nah, not something I'm willing to trust to it. Let's see. What other options do I have for this? Let's try. Oh, this was a tool I made to put in the threaded inserts. I'm going to set it up there because I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to use the vise to like try and press this in. Oh, hey, got more chats. Let me quickly respond to those. Ellie said, don't forget to hit the like button. And Betsy Weingartner says hello to me. And Betsy saying hello to Melee. And to Declan C. And Torin, are you in an area due to get hit with a snowstorm? I don't think so. I can check the forecast, but as far as I know, I haven't seen a lot of snow on it. My weather app keeps telling me occasionally that snow might start in an hour or so, and it never does. And when I look at the actual prediction for hourly, none of them say that they're going to have snow. So move this so it's not under the drill. And those are not needed for anything that I'm aware of. So that should give me the room there. Which means I don't need that. Question is do I have enough room? That one's definitely too long. I think I have a shorter screw that I can use. This one might work. And it is short enough to fit in. Trick is to get this close enough that I can position everything and apply pressure to it so it doesn't fall apart on me before I can start actually working on it. Actually, if I do it like this, I'll probably, I don't know if that'll hold better or not. Don't trap finger skin between bits. Yeah. So it's close enough. I can get that there. Oh, that's working. Push it out far enough, it should be okay. There we go. All right. So I'll put that in there just so it doesn't get lost. That's also a weird shape. Keyway cutter. All right. And radius. Okay. These are 1.5 millimeter end mills. Very small for doing like fine detail work. Let's see if I can pull the label off and just stick it on the package. Nope, that's coming off there. All right, so I'll probably eventually get a label for it, but in the meantime, I think I can just get away with .5 millimeter end mills written in Sharpie. Let's see. Merely saying, hey, Betsy, and Betsy is saying they're predicting 3 to 5 inches in Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia is supposed to get some. Don't know about mountains yet. I'm a bit north of Philly. So I'm not entirely sure. All right, so I'm just going to toss like straight end mills into here. I'll do a label later because my hands are getting very cold and I've just about reached my limit for the moment. So this can get tossed. This can get tossed. All right, so this is a tapered ball nose. That label does not say anything. So this is a container. Oh no. Nope, that's a. That's. That might be this end mill. I have to double check. This is a router bit. It's called a flush trim router bit. They've got a little bearing on the top. You sit it on a router table, and you can use like a pattern or something to cut out a design, or you can take something that you've done where you've got like a little bit of a burr, or when you were cutting out, you had like a lip at the bottom, and you can use it to clean it up. Oh, I got 15 people watching. This is one of my better attended streams recently. Should be in this drawer. That's a 3/8 straight end mill. Straight end mill. Straight end mill. And straight boot end mill. Those are technically router bits. They're straight-sided, so put them in. I think I'll just sort the rest of them out later. Combine those two, so now I have a free one. Let's see. Ooh, we're up to 17. We got, oh, most of them on Twitter. That's interesting. All right, let's see. Let me check. Jesse says, I was watching Max's channel. I like his reports. Right now he's reporting more in Kansas area. Saw you were on, so I jumped over here. Thank you very much. That's kind of you. Let me take a look at what it says on the forecast. It's saying it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit now. It's going to be sunny till sunset of after 4:30, and it's saying 0 or 1 to 2% chance of precipitation. It's saying that we might get some Monday. Let's see. Monday, it's like a high of 29, low of 18. Saying about 1 inch of snow out here for the day tomorrow, and not really say anything about evening, so it's probably only like a mid dusting during the day. So, all right, let me catch up with the rest of chats. Kathleen says, hi all. Hey, Kathleen, nice to see you. Betsy's saying hi to Kathleen. And Kathleen, now if everyone will remember to click the button so YouTube knows you've been watching. Thank you very much, Kathleen. Appreciate that. And Kathleen says hello to Betsy. Merely saying hi, Kathleen. Kathleen, I tend to prefer Ryan's reports. He has a bunch of fun working with him there. And Kathleen says, hi, Melee. All right, so we've been going about 45 minutes. I was hoping to get closer to an hour, but I'm not sure how well I'm doing. Pin vise and drill bits. Well, I am making some headway, though not nearly as much as I was hoping. This is a 1/4 inch straight end mill. Got a lot of end mills. And that is an empty container. I'll put it in here. All right. Those are for some sort of jig fixturing. I think it's for a router bit, but I'm not sure. Oh, I got some banners from Larry Correia's merch store. Don't know how well you can see this. This is a stick-on Mr. Happy Face. There we go. These are banners for conventions. You can put on your ID tag. That's a general greeting and sign of support between Larry Correia's fandom. Toxic War Monkey. That's one of the things he got called. So of course, got to incorporate it because, hey, got to have fun with that type of stuff. And ask me about my puff exemption. In the Monster Hunter International novels, there is a thing called the Perpetual Unearthly Forces Fund, aka PUF, where if you kill an evil monster of some kind, like vampire, werewolf, wraith, zombie, something like that, the government actually pays you for it as an incentive to get people to take out the monsters that prey on humanity. And so pretty much every monster has a puff number and price. However, some of the quote-unquote monsters actually get along well with humanity and actually help us. And those monsters get what, after a while, gets what's known as a puff exemption, which means that if you kill them, you don't get paid for it. And you face the same legal charges if you killed something that was not on the puff list. So anyway, that's what that's about. You know, I might be an interesting mythological creature that gets along well with humanity. All right, quarter 20 spiral flute. That's not the one I had there, but it's good to have that. All right. Oh, deburring tool, very handy. There, so it doesn't get lost. So I have made some progress, got some labels made, got some stuff sorted out. I will be doing more as I can handle it. Let me catch up with chat again. And Kathleen, hi, Melee. And Kathleen, I need a workshop the size of your garage, Torrin. My current situation is hideous. I am sorry to hear that. Mrs. Torrin kind of teases me occasionally that she's never been able to park her car in here, which admittedly is because we have a bunch of stuff in here and I tend to use as a workshop. She is very tolerant and I appreciate her being tolerant. I mean, oh, it looks like the drawers are just about done. I see the lip being formed on them, so they'll probably be done in a few minutes. Let me see how long it's going to take them. Having a web interface for your 3D printer is handy. All right, it's 77% done, so it's probably got at least an hour. So I should have time between now and the next set up the next print. It's saying the ETA is about an hour from now. Okay, so not too bad. And let's see, Kathleen says, yeah, I was going to say the labeling is the tough part about getting organized. Yeah, deciding how you're going to divide things up. But once I've got them labeled, and as long as I like put stuff away when I'm done in their proper spots, I should be able to keep the shop clean. We're up to 19 people watching. 14 of them are on Twitter. Probably for the 3D printing thing. So let me go ahead and see. Bring that up so it's a little more visible. Can I do a? No, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna head back in the house. I got about hour and a half until I'm gonna be doing the next stream, which is going to be the Taj Mahal off-brand Lego Micro Block build. I'll probably do that for maybe a couple hours till dinner. And then I'm probably going to do a American Trucking stream or American Trucking Simulator stream tonight after dinner. And I will do that one on the other channel. I will put a link as a community note, and I'll stream it to Rumble and Twitter, so the folks there will see it as a regular stream there. It's just YouTube that'll be different. Alrighty, folks. I thank you for helping me organize the shop a little bit more. And as always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.